My name is Russell and I'm an addict. My sobriety date is November 13th, 2010. For that, I am truly grateful, and I owe most of that to Serenity. I've been through a lot in my life. To kind of back up a little bit, I had pretty good family, pretty good parents, loving parents. Dad was a hard worker. Mom, not so much. She was a drug addict. She did meth, and I grew up around a hardworking dad and then a drug addict mother. So I kind of got the best of both of them. I turned out to be a hardworking drug addict, and that did not work out so well for me. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what I think you should do. I'm just going to sit here and tell you what I did and what worked for me. I knew that I liked drugs, I guess you can say, at an early age because I did grow up around it. I just felt that it was normal to do. I can say that by the time I was 12 years old, I had did meth about 5 times. I tripped on acid, and I was a pot smoker. I smoked pot every day, as well as drank alcohol. The pot smoking was every day. I really didn't go to school too much. Hung out with my friends and smoked pot and drank, and it progressed slowly but surely. I really didn't see a problem with it in the beginning, but as time grew on, I knew that there was a problem. So I always smoked pot. I did work. As I said, my dad was a hard worker, so I worked hard and I played hard as well. I tried a lot of drugs. I can say I pretty much tried everything that was out there. And when I got introduced to opiates, I just fell in love. So I turned out to be an opiate addict. It started out with pills, and then it progressed into heroin. I lived that lifestyle, I guess you can say, from the time I was 13 till just recently. Again, November 13th, 2010 is my sobriety date. What it was like for me was it was actually, at first it was fun, and then as time progressed, it wasn't fun anymore. I began to lose friends, lose family, lost my job, I lost my house. I pretty much lost everything, including the dignity and the pride and the respect and everything that comes along with drug use. In and out of jail, rehabs, prisons, probation, parole, nothing seemed to work for me. I did go through a couple programs, and it just seemed like they were all focused on a book that was big, and that book was actually free, but they based their whole programs off it. And it seems like for me, what they did was they always told you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. For some people that may work, but for people like me, or for me I should say, that it didn't work. So I always had people that were there for me, family and friends, and then slowly but surely all those people just they disappeared. I was living in a bush. I was homeless for, I'd say, maybe close to a year. I was on the run. I was on probation. Did the Prop 36, the PC 1000, going to the different detoxes just because I didn't want to sleep in the rain. And brother gave up on me, family gave up on me. I was just lying, stealing, doing everything that comes along with that kind of lifestyle. And it got pretty pathetic. It got really pathetic when I was living in a bush and it was raining, and I'd wake up in the middle of the night because the rain would be dropping on my head. And I knew I needed to do something, but I really wasn't sure what I needed to do. And I'm actually glad that I got arrested when I did get arrested, because I went to jail, which was a step up from where I was at. So I went from living in a bush to being in jail, which was kind of great. And when I did get arrested, I felt just a relief. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to jail and I'm not free, but I felt free on the inside because I knew that all the trouble that I had gone through in the past, it was going to come to an end. And this happened to me before, and I went to prison, and it really didn't help anything. It kind of just pushed everything on the back burner. I didn't really address the problem. They didn't want to give me another program because there was no funding, and I already had an history, and they really didn't want to give me a program. They said if I was able to get a program and pay for it myself, that they would do that. And not having any money, I didn't really know what I was going to do. And it just seemed like the next day that I got a call for a pass. And it was a lady named Angel from Serenity, and she came down, she saw me, and she kind of explained what the program was. She explained that it was there and that it could help me if I wanted it. And so couple phone calls, Serenity came to court with me, and I was able to get released to Serenity. And that was on January 14th, 2011. So I got busted on November 12th. My sobriety date was the day after that. I spent 2 months in jail, and then I got released to Serenity, which again was a step up. So I went from being homeless and in a bush to being in jail, which was a step up. And then I went from jail to a program, which is Serenity, which was another step up for me. I was looking at about 16 months with halftime, which would have been about 8 months. I had 2 months plus some other credit, so I would have easily done, about 4 months. The judge put a 2-year chain on me, and he sentenced me to 1 year of Serenity. So at that time, I was just ready. I was ready for a change, and Serenity, they stepped up when no one else would. And I can say that because of Serenity and all that they and I have done, my life has changed. It's been a blessing. So I did 6 months of inpatient, and I did 6 months of outpatient, and it wasn't easy. I mean, I can tell you that I went through a lot. I went through a lot there, and I just kept moving forward. I kept moving forward and putting one step in front of the other and learning what they taught me. And sorry about that. There was a little fly on my head. I don't know if you could see it, but it's pretty hot. And Serenity Life is different, because they don't work out of a book that's free, and they teach you what to think, not how to think. They're really big on teaching you how to think and how to be responsible and how to be accountable for your actions. And that's really what I needed. I didn't need someone, standing over me, pointing down on me, telling me what to do. I needed someone kind of like, I guess you can say, kind of like a father figure or, a mentor, somebody that has been through, what I've been through. I mean, I like to say that I was down in a ditch, and all the other, programs and people, they just kind of, wanted to give you a ladder, or they wanted to give you this and kind of work your way out of it yourself. Well, I can say that Serenity, because they were in that ditch before, they jumped down in the ditch, with me, and because they were in there, they knew how to get out, and they showed me exactly the steps that they took to get out of that ditch, and I followed them. I followed their steps, and I can say that I'm truly blessed for everything they did for me. They teach you, how to respect yourself. They teach you how to make decisions. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, you have choices, and those choices all have consequences. Whether they're good or bad, that's totally up to you. And whatever choices you decide to make and the consequences that come with them, you need to be accountable for them. That program, Serenity, is all about action. They're all about being proactive. And what you put into it is exactly what you're going to get out of it. So if you can put a little bit into it, you're probably going to get a little bit out of it. If you put a lot into it, I can assure you that you will get a lot out of it, as I did. Again, when I went into Serenity, I was broken. I was busted. I didn't have anything on the inside. They believed in me. They made me believe in myself, and they slowly but surely helped me to become, a successful member of society. I was able to start a small business. I was able to get a little bank account, a credit card, a vehicle, a girlfriend that I truly love, that's there for me, that I didn't have to lie to. Before, I lied about my addiction, and I no longer had to lie about it. And they taught me that the truth is always better. And there's been some situations where I thought I could lie, but you know what? I didn't. I told the truth, and it worked out for me. Serenity Life Counseling for me has been the difference between me probably dying. They say that when you use, you have jails, institutions, and death. And I've been to the jails, I've been to the institutions, and if it wasn't for Serenity Life, I would be dead. And with that, I want to thank you, and have a good day.